Imagine a world where 1993 Cobra Rs weren't actually just put in showrooms, but they were actually raced and driven. It is reality, guys. It's not fiction, and we're here to talk about it today. Hello, and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and yes, we are here today to talk about a 1993 Cobra R that was actually raced. I pointed at that one just so you guys know it's not a real Cobra R, but it is 93 Cobra, maybe a prototype. We might have another video coming on that one at some point. But today we are talking about this one. Now, this is number 67. What is so neat about this car? Well, many things, but one of the cool things is if you're coming to Foxtoberfest, which is gonna happen very, very soon after this video drops, you can get a chance to see this one in person. So we're gonna talk about that real quick, and then I'm gonna get into all the details on the car. But first, let me give you a little quick walk around, a little cinematic that I love to do here on the channel with all that video game music. And yeah, then we'll talk about it. So here you go, guys. 93 Cobra R actually raced. All right, there you go. That's a look around an actual race car. And again, it will be at Foxtoberfest. Don't take my word for it though. You can take Jen's. So this is gonna be at Foxtoberfest, right?
Yes, I'm so excited about this.
Oh, in a special section, or how can they see that, right?
Right, so we are actually, because we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway this year for the first time, it is only fitting that we incorporate racing history in the Fox bodies. So we are going to have a featured section of 6 different cars, a couple of 4i Celines, an Aero Celine, Zip Hudson's car, and this.
And this one right here, the subject of this video.
Yes.
Fox bodies that were actually raced,
yes,
like what they were meant to be.
Right,
actually.
absolutely. I mean, and for me, the fun in a Fox body is driving it.
Yeah.
So I love that this car has been, you know, raced and driven on the street, and yeah.
And by the way, if they don't believe you like the fun in driving it, well, just check out this clip right here. Yeah, that's what she was having fun in Tar Heel Fox. So yes.
Yes, exactly.
So this is going to be there, and this is actually Mike Morrison's car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he was the guy, in case you guys remember, he was the one that sold Matt the 85 NC SSP, right?
Yes. So some reason the SSPs just can't kind of keep finding us, and that is the newest one to our collection, and the one that Matt is the most excited about.
Yeah,
is the,
but he's gotten busy now.
Yeah.
So in case you're wanting an update on that project, Matt's working on everybody else's project. So that's what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's funny, actually, SSPs, you're right, because that's what I had, and that's what drew me to you guys too.
That's true.
So you're SSP magnets.
Yeah, I guess. We didn't mean to be, but
yeah,
it kind of happened.
Hey, I think you're FoxBody magnets,
I mean, I'm
honestly.
not mad about it.
No, why would you be? But yeah, so this one was actually raced though, and I'm gonna share some cool facts about it, Jen, but definitely we're excited about it being at Foxtoberfest.
Yeah, make sure to check out that section. I'm excited to have this there as well as all of the other ones. Check out all of that.
Yeah, awesome. But yeah, Foxtoberfest is going to be awesome. I'll definitely be there, and I do have new shirts to sell, by the way. I'm going to plug myself real quick. I ran out of shirts, but in case you want to buy some, I'll have a whole new in stock bunch of shirts. But let's talk a little bit more about this 93 R. This is number 67 out of 107. In case you don't know about 93 Cobra Rs, there were 107 of them made, and initially they were meant to be sold to guys that could race them. I don't even think you could buy them unless you had a license to race. You can see the name here on top though. This is actually Craig. Craig was the dealer owner at the time, and he wanted a 93 Cobra R for himself. And so he got this specifically to race. It has, of course, all the 93 Cobra R features, but it has some additional ones as well that he used to race it on. We'll cover that here in a second, but it won, as far as we know, and what the owners told me, and as far as we've been able to verify, this was the very first 93 Cobra R to win a race. So that is pretty cool as well. Yeah, it was put through its paces. I believe it was raced for a whole season. You can see the interior has been converted. The original seat's still over there, but he got a racing seat. Beyond the 93 suspension components, 93R, it does have Global West suspension. Got a few little engine modifications. We're gonna pop the hood here for you just a second. You can see the steering wheel's been changed and just some other things because of racing reasons. And that's really cool when you think about it. I mean, look at this. Look at the tires on here. You know, those are not what you would typically see on 93 Cobra Rs. And what else is cool is the current owner says that he's driven it into work just for a while. He just decided, you know, for a couple weeks he wanted to drive it. They're meant to be driven. This one was driven. It's a race car. It's not gonna hurt it if it gets, you know, a rock chip on it or something. It was actually raced, and so he would go down the road and people are like, what's that race car going by? Yeah, it's a FoxBody race car on the street. But let's go ahead, we're gonna pop the hood here, we'll talk about some of the other mods. Before I show you under the hood though, we did actually crank it up, the owner did, to move it in here. So why don't you go ahead and listen to that real quick. It's also important to mention that this 93 Cobra R has more than 5,000 miles on it now, making it quite possibly the highest mileage 93 Cobra out there in existence. But yeah, so it's obviously not the stock exhaust. It has look like equal length headers on it. X-pipe we saw, Flowmaster mufflers, because of course, can't have a FoxBody race car without Flowmasters. That's what I think. That's gospel of Gearhead 704. But it's been modified, the engine internals. It's got like a crane cam. Actually, everything about this car is in the SVT recognition guide. In case you guys are familiar with that, I was actually not. I know, don't crucify me in the comments, but yeah, any details on the vehicle, this one is well known. Number 67, raced again by Craig, the Ford dealer. But yeah, it won the first race, and you can see even the intake here is polished. This is not how the 93 Cobra intakes were. Also got a different throttle body. They changed the air intake, and yeah, it's just kind of like meant to be raced, and it was. I love all the history behind it. Also, they've got these cool hoses. I don't think these were 93 Cobra Rs. Yeah, these are actually SSP hoses, so they hopped it up a little bit, but he still keeps it incredibly clean, even though he drives it sometimes, which again, I love. So I'm gonna try and do something fun here though. I'm gonna get Jen to help me hold the camera, and I'm gonna see if I can sit in the front seat. I'm gonna actually see, now I'm 6'5", in case you guys don't know, and my weight's pushing up there, but let's see if I can actually fit into this race car. All right, as far as back as it goes, so it's gonna be interesting. Here we go, guys. See if I can fit. All right, we've got one foot in.
Oh my God.
We've almost got the other. Now, the big problem is the knees, but hey, it can be done.
All right.
I'm losing a little headroom here, Jen, but
can you...
got the roll cage up here. But luckily it has foam on it, so I don't have to hit my head when I go around corners.
Good.
And I can reach the pedals, my feet a little bit get in the way, but she feels nice. Feels good, so I could.
You could see yourself in a Cobra R.
Yeah, do I get to race this at Foxtoberfest on the Speedway?
Yes.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
But I like the answer. All right, so you saw what it looked like with me in the car. By the way, I had to make it safely out, obviously. But let's see. Now Jen's gonna have the opposite problem. Getting to the pedals. Wait, I can't. At least you could move the seatbelt. I didn't even bother. It just like stuck in me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would have to like, does the seat even adjust?
It should, right?
I don't know.
I think underneath. Yeah. Yeah, pull that and try to slide up.
Okay.
I guess that's about it.
Yeah, that's so I couldn't drive it either. So
the best person to drive this car so far between the three of us is the owner, which makes sense.
All right, that's fine.
You look better in it than I do, Jen. What do you guys think? Who looks better in the Cobra R, me or Jen? It's gonna be no-brainer, you. I noticed the ashtray door's missing. They probably removed it day one. You don't really need to smoke while you're driving and racing, do you?
Yeah, well,
I don't think so. Either way, we're like a couple of kids in here, Jen.
Yeah,
we're like a couple of kids.
Yeah.
So in case you also want to experience a little bit of what we are, I mean, don't get in the car, but it will be at Foxtoberfest. Yeah, we're not advocating to getting into this car. There you go. So this is what the race version looks like. And actually, for comparison, Jen, this is kind of what the other version would have looked like. Oh, I did forget too. He said that they had different doors and bumpers that they would put on so they wouldn't tear it up. That's why it looks so nice.
That is really cool.
Yeah, so they would just, you know, change the bumpers out and then race it and then put them back. He will have, actually, in case you want more information on this, there's all this information down here. Plus we talked about SBT recognition guide, but this plaque will be there for the show. So you can read all about it and learn more.
Sticker, it's not embossed.
Actually, you know what?
It's not embossed in the...
Yeah, this was something added, I'm pretty sure, because you look at this one. See guys, this one doesn't have it. You know what? It's great to be able to compare Cobra R side by side, or Cobras. I know this one is a Cobra R, but you don't get to do that very often. Yeah, so this is a nice little touch, along with all the stickers and everything. So I like it, totally like it. Vibrant red, as most of them were, but I am kind of digging it. Kind of want to go get in Tar Heel Fox now and bang some gears. But as you guys know, these cars are very rare, only 107 produced, and this one was raced. Jen, how many of these do you think were raced? Or maybe we should let them answer, because you actually know.
Yeah, I do know. I do
Well,
know.
you have a good idea.
Only because someone told me.
Right, right. That's usually how knowledge goes. Unless you're Matt, and then you just make your own knowledge.
You just figure it out yourself. Yeah.
But yeah, how many do you think were actually race guys? You can put that down in the comments below, and we're about to tell you. Did you get your guess in? Okay. How many were you told, Jen?
So less than 10.
Yeah.
So less than 10%, because there were only 107 made. So
Right.
less than 10 were actually raced. The rest of them are all low mileage.
It's a piece of history, and not many people did what this guy did, Craig.
FoxBody history right here.
Yeah, so we want to officially thank you, Craig, for doing what was meant to be done with these Cobra Rs.
Yeah.
Because that's such a cool story, and it sounds awesome too. It sounds like a race car, Jen.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, I know. Me too, me too. Well, there you go, guys. Not many of these, like we said, were actually raced, but this one was. I'm really excited to be able to share it with you. Excited it's coming to Foxtoberfest, and can't wait to see all of you guys there. By the way, you probably did casually notice there are some other Fox bodies, 3 of them right here, all kinds of other cars. There's just a Lightning casually. We may do some other videos on these vehicles in the future, we'll see. But today was all about this one. Again, most of them were not raced. This one was. I'm very excited about it. So that's gonna do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, because I might have other videos coming from this cool collection. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you here next time on Gearhead 704. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I closed my eyes, gonna redo it again. Bloopers.
Hello and welcome to
Don't take my word for it. Take Jen's word. Oh my goodness. Jen word. The Jen word is today. What's the word of the day, Jen?
Hashtag Jen word. Okay.
All right, now that's gonna take a while. Oh. Maybe this is actually.
This is even better.
Getting out even harder.
I don't know. At some point, you probably get bored. I guess. Well, not on a quarter mile, but if you're doing the NASCAR or something, you probably get bored. Not on a quarter mile or an 1/8 mile. I mean.
Drag racing.
What's the other one? Half mile.
Half mile.
That's not a thing.
It is actually, but it's still in a straight line.
Mile.
Yeah, it's all drag race. I don't know.
I don't know.